Do you remember when you first started dating or your first serious boyfriend? It was exciting and scary at the same time. Is he going to call me? When will I see him again? Will he like my friends or my parents? Today, it's a whole new world in dating. 1 in 3 teens in the United States is a victim of physical, sexual, emotional, or verbal abuse from a dating partner. 1 in 10 high school students have been hit, slapped, or physically hurt by a boyfriend or a girlfriend. That's alarming. So what do we do as we watch our teen daughter or granddaughter walk out the door with a young man and begin what's supposed to be an exciting time in her life, dating? Let's watch Taylor as she discovers that her boyfriend isn't the perfect boyfriend after all.
What am I wearing? You sound like that insurance commercial. You're serious? Okay. A skirt, a t-shirt, a sweater? No, it's not revealing. No, there are no guys here. No, I'm here to hang out with Kayla. I told you this morning, don't you remember? No, it's a pullover sweater. There are no buttons. Oh, okay. I said I was sorry, remember? I promise I will call you the minute that we are done. I love you too. Bye. Isn't he wonderful?
Are you serious? He definitely deserves the most controlling boyfriend of the year award. I'm surprised he even let you out. I haven't seen you in weeks.
He's not controlling. He's protective.
Protective, yeah. Right, so why did you tell him you have a pullover sweater on instead of what you really have on?
Because then he'd tell me to button it to the very top. And I mean, like, how weird would that look? He just doesn't want me to reveal too much. I'm sorry, I gotta respond to this.
Who is it? Oh, or do I need to even ask?
Well, you're one to talk. I mean, you and Matthew, on again, off again, on again, off again. I mean, how many times has it been now? Oh, that's right, a gazillion.
Matthew may be a lot of things, but he's not controlling. Connor tells you what you can wear, when you can wear, and who you can hang out with.
He's just protective. He loves me.
Where'd you get that bruise from? Taylor, where did the bruise come from?
I don't believe it.
What?
Quit looking. Just pretend you're talking to me.
Is that Connor circling around the building? Oh my, it is. We can add stalker to his resume.
He's parking. He's coming in.
He's not coming in. He's sitting in his car, watching you. So, what happened?
Nothing happened. He didn't even mention being at the coffee shop this morning. He asked me if I had a good time with you.
Are you serious? He's stalking you, Taylor. You have to get out this relationship now. Do you hear me? He gave you that bruise, didn't he? Didn't he?
Yes, but I mean, it was sort of my fault. He thought I was flirting with Chris and he got upset and we argued and he's just protective of me.
I'll show him protective.
Don't do anything to him, Kayla. He's a great guy.
You need to dump this great guy, now.
I gotta take this.
Taylor!
It's difficult to know if your daughter or granddaughter is in a healthy dating relationship or not, especially if she's not talking about it. So it's important to know the person she's dating. Spend time with both of them and watch how he treats her. Does he put her down in a jokingly way? Does he tell her what to do? Does he check her cell phone messages or emails? Is he possessive? Is she spending all of her time with him and losing her girlfriends? Does your daughter or granddaughter say he's just protective of her? These are just a few questions to keep in mind as you protect her from what could become an unsafe dating relationship. Romans 12:10 says, "Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourself." Let your daughter or granddaughter know that God doesn't want us to rush into dating just to date. We all want to be loved and we all want to find our perfect partner. But sometimes when we run ahead of God's perfect timing and make our own bad choices, it can hurt us. If we wait and trust in Him, He will give us the desires of our hearts. Join me next week on Today's Girls and find out how Alexis is handling the division of divorce.
Wow, what a powerful segment.
You're speaking my heart, and I know you said that almost made you cry, and
Oh,
I
it
agree.
did.
I was sitting here thinking the same thing.
Oh, yes, it is. You know, it is never right to ever allow abuse. And abuse is, not only was he abusive physically, but emotionally.
Right.
You know, I mean, we can always say he's just protective, but he was like stalking her and what else?
Yeah.
Controlling her calls.
Telling her what she should wear,
Yes.
and right, it's just very controlling.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that the teenage girls, and really, it doesn't even have to be teenage girls, just it spans across the ages of women. We desire to be loved,
Right.
and so oftentimes we run into the arms of a man who is not the person that God intended us to be with.
Absolutely. And sometimes you might even think that's God's answer, but it's not. You know, we
Right.
really have to wait on what God desires, not to I think pressure from our friends to say we got to date, and
Right,
we
you're
sort
so
of
right.
and we rush without waiting for God's best in our
Yeah.
lives. So
It's so hard to wait. Yeah.
it sure is.
Well, we want you to know that we have a one sheet from Today's Girls that has just so much wonderful information. It's a great resource. If you are interested in receiving that, you can call into the station or you can email, and we'll get that right out to you.
That's right. Well, it's been a really interesting segment today. So
Yeah.
that's been great. So we're going to go
So
on
glad
to
to
our
have it back.
I know we're going on to our next part now that we have.